You can't even see the shirt that I'm wearing. It's my Buffy shirt that has Buffy and Spike on it. But I was such a struggle to get this set up. Like, so I'm not gonna move it. But you saw my shirt. I'm wearing a Buffy shirt. So I'm doing the Buffy tag. Um, Madison did it. For Madison did it from the Gazillion YouTuber. I don't. I'm sorry. His name is. I don't know. I remember her name. Her username. But Madison is her real name. Um, so I'm just gonna go. So favorite episode. It's been a while since I watched Buffy, but so I don't really remember details. But I do know the body isn't like my. I don't have a favorite episode, but I'm gonna say like the best episode, and then they're like the best episodes to me. The body and Hush and the graduation episode and the prom episode. Um, I'm not a shipper of Angel and Buffy. I never was, but like I never had an issue with them at all. Like and I loved the prom episode. I loved how she got acknowledged for helping people, and it was such a nice moment for her. So I really like that. And then the graduation episode is just epic. And then Hush was amazing. The acting in that, incredible. The body is probably the best episode acting wise, or one in the entire series. It is just amazing. Least favorite, Beer Bad. That's so bad. That one is just that was weird. That was a really weird episode. But like a majority of the first season, I mean the first season, all of them are about good. Um, let's see. Yeah, that's what Beer Bad though is just like dumb. So OTP is Spike and Buffy, and I know there's a lot of like, did she really love Spike or not? There's a big conversation in the Buffy world, and I don't think so. I don't. Um, I actually have gone back and forth with this a lot because there are moments where I'm like thinking that she does, cause but I think maybe she does, and she's just always just conflicted with her own feelings, and so she never really, so it's never really clear if she does or not. But I don't know. That's a complex thing, I think. But I do think their chemistry was great. And I think why I love them is, again, their relationship is so complex, and you can you can take it however you want. You can say that she did love him because there are a lot of moments where it seems like she does, or you can say that she didn't, depending on also how she was with him. It's very complicated and confusing, but for me, thinking about it, um, I don't think she did. I think she told him that she loved him in the end because I think she felt like he needed to hear it in that moment. I don't think that because he was dying, he was gonna die. So I think she just said it for his comfort in that moment. But I don't really know if she meant it. Like he said, no, you don't. But I thank you for saying it. Um, no, it's a beautiful. That was a beautiful ending to that relationship. Personally, for me, that's just like, oh, favorite major or minor character. Spike is my favorite character in the entire series. He made a lot of mistakes. We'll get to it in the next question. But you made a lot of mistakes. No, it's not the next one. It's okay. Never mind. It's coming up. But Spike is my favorite character. Period. He's just funny. He's interesting. He can be really sweet. He's hilarious. He's romantic when he wants to be. He's protective. He's kind of the voice of reason sometimes when there needs to be a voice of reason. He's loyal to an extent. um, yeah, so I love Spike. Favorite then actually before he was my favorite character. Giles was my favorite character, and I guess that would be weird. He was my favorite, but I just like gravitate toward older characters more than I gravitate towards younger characters. Um, so I like Giles. I liked him throughout the whole thing, except for a few. There's a few times I didn't like Giles, but I loved Giles. But my favorite is overall is Spike. Favorite minor character would have to be Andrew. I know a lot of people don't like Andrew. I love him. I thought he was hilarious, so I liked him. Although I think it's BS that he was able to survive the finale and Anya wasn't. That just doesn't make any sense. Favorite quote? I was gonna write it down, but it's really long. But it's when Spike tells Buffy why he loves her when she's like at her lowest point because she got kicked out of her own house, which is also BS. Um, but like he's telling her like why he loves her and how great a person that she is, and so I just love that quote. So beautiful. Favorite villain? I don't know. I really don't have. I don't think I have one. Maybe Faith, but then she changes for a little bit. I don't know. There wasn't a villain that I was like that that interested. I guess the only one would be Spike, but then he also got his soul back, and then he changed or whatever. I don't know. Maybe Warren. Warren, maybe. He caused us a lot of issues for them, but he was like the nerdy guy, and he really did some awful things. Um, maybe him. He's also the only one I can think of right now. WTF moment. We all know it. You know it, I know it. The Spike situation with Buffy when he almost assaulted her. That was unnecessary. That was just unnecessary writing, unnecessary overall. Um, and the thing is that obviously I do not support that at all. But I still ship them because I have to think of the bigger picture of the whole thing, where it's like Spike never did that to anybody, or I remember he, um, no he didn't, right? Um, and he never hurt Buffy in any way, like physically or anything. He was always very protective of her. And I hate that they use this moment for him to grow from. It's really not great. But I just can't erase how I feel about the couple as a whole. It's complicated. It's very complicated. But that, and also, like I said in the finale, how the hell did Andrew survive it and Anya didn't? That that makes no sense at all. Like, I liked Andrew, but there's no way in hell that he would have survived that fight. There's no way. Like, Anya wouldn't. And also, no, I like the finale for a real, but the way that they just kind of like downplayed Anya's death was really weird. like, um, they're like Anya. She tell Xander, and he's like, oh, he's like basically like, well, that sucks. Okay, anyway, and then they just start like acting like nothing happened. They start joking with each other, and I'm like, really? Okay. Just like basically that's little like she didn't matter. She wasn't important because other deaths, people they like Buffy's mother, Joyce, dying, Tara dying. They those are sad and they deserved to like be big deals. Anya's should have been a big deal. She was there. I forget when she entered the show, but she was there for a while. She was part of the group. She almost married Xander. Like what? um, Death that made you cry. I don't cry very easily. So none. I didn't cry when Joyce died. I didn't cry when Tara died. I was like shook when they died. I knew that they were gonna happen, but and it was still impactful and it was still sad. Um, but I didn't cry. Last episode you saw or read, the finale. That was like not like 2 years ago. That's crazy. Um, what would you? What sentence would you? What's the sentence you would use to convince your friends to watch this show? It gets better with each after the first season. Um, yeah, I think that would be good. And also, I don't know. It's a very well written show for a teen drama for a teen show. Really well acted for a teen show. Um, yeah, so I do recommend people watching it. Just got to get past the first season, a little bit of the second season, and then it's good. So yeah, that is all. Goodbye.